Hello there, this is Adam Shaw. I'm very lucky to be here today with Kevin Laye, who's somebody I've watched live and I've seen how quickly he works in thought field therapy. And he even trained Paul McKenna in this area. So I'd like to welcome you here,
Hi.
Kevin. Thank you for joining me. And what is, for anyone that doesn't know, what's thought field therapy and what makes it different to everything else out there?
Okay, in a nutshell, TFT is basically a lot of problems, a lot of psychological problems and issues are down to us carrying bad information within our meridian system. Just like a computer will carry a virus, which will slow down the computer system and stop it from working at its optimal performance state. Negative psychological things will also do that to our energy and meridian system. And it's just literally bad code. What TFT does is by using acupuncture points on the body to access into this, we tap in specific codes and sequences, and by tapping in the appropriate code to clear what we call the perturbation or the negative state, it literally just mops it up and it just takes away all the old information. Just like a technician would tap on a computer and subsume or get rid of a virus off a computer like that really quickly. That's kind of in a nutshell what TFT does.
And what sort of symptoms does it cure? Or does it help?
Oh, it can deal with pretty much anything, but anything from any kind of emotional pain to actual physical pain. It will clear phobias, anxiety, panic attacks, depressive moods and tendencies, addictions. It's amazing for addictions. It's very, very quick. And will generally knock out any kind of negative state that's creating issues or problems or blocks within your life.
So I've got back pain, I've got a phobia, I've got an addiction, I come to you to work. Yeah. How quickly, typically, does this system work?
I could do all three of those in one session. The session's normally an hour to an hour and a half, and I could certainly do all those probably with half an hour to spare too. It's quick. Most phobias take anything from, at the quickest, 30 seconds to, if they're a bit of a more complex one, 30 minutes. But they're real complex, multi-layered, multi-level phobias. Now most phobias get collapsed pretty much instantly. Pain is the same. You can be in pain, a minute later you can have no pain. And then it's very empowering because you can control that yourself. And the same with addictive pattern behaviour. If you do the techniques. See, TFT, it fixes things quickly, but it's not a quick fix. You have to sometimes reapply, especially with things like addictions, you have to reapply and re-tap. But once you know what to do, it's like a technician again showing you where to tap on the keyboard to keep your virus at bay. It's just a maintenance program then.
So this is really going to rock people's worlds from the medical settings that have been in therapy for years, that have had back pain for years.
Yeah.
Just give us an example of someone you've worked with a long-term acute condition.
My name is Lorna Adekwe, and what I got out today was a great shift in something that was keeping me back for such a long time. And within a few minutes, Kevin was able to move that. I find it really hard to actually recollect what it was that has been holding me back for some 40 odd years. But finally it's gone. And I just want to say I feel great. I feel this happiness rising within me that, that it just feels new, it just feels brilliant. So, yeah, thank you so much.
I've trained GPs anyway, but I've had people, I suppose one of the most powerful ones was on a course that McKenna and I did one day. I was on stage just demonstrating TFT, and I didn't know the lady that was sat to my right. I said, anybody in pain? Hands went up. She had knee pain, and so do you want to come on stage? She went, well, I can't because I can't go up the steps because of my knee. It's like, okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do it from here. And I did what I call remote TFT with actually physically tapping. And she was like, the pain went. It went from like 8 down to nothing. And she was like, wow, it's gone. And I thought, okay, cool part of the demo. Carried on doing the rest of my talk. We broke for coffee, and she came to me with her physio who come with her for the day, and I hadn't noticed that she'd walked in on crutches, and she was walking out holding her crutches in her hand, and sort of said, I can't believe what's happened here, because, and her physio who was with her kind of going, this is impossible, this shouldn't be. If it was a one-off, I'd kind of accept that, but it's not, it's happened quite a few times. And I can kind of expect it more often than not to happen now. If it doesn't take the pain away, then you have to start to investigate why the pain's there. Is it appropriate pain? But some people call it miracles, and yes, I suppose it can be. They could be used as that.
Yeah. Well, I suppose when people are looking at from the old medical model, they would be seeing it as miraculous transformation.
Hi, my name is Barbara. I came along tonight to hear Kevin speak. I can't remember why. I know I was stressed when I walked in. Had a lot of stuff going on in my life over the last 2 years, and within minutes, probably under a minute, Kevin had it nailed. I haven't felt this centered and this calm in a long time. Yeah, what can I say? The guy is amazing. I can't wait to learn more about his techniques. I highly recommend to anybody.
What got you into this specific field?
With TFT, because I had a chronic phobia of wasps, and somebody sent me a DVD of EFT, which I watched. And when I stopped laughing, because the idea was just totally ridiculous. I just spent years learning psychotherapy, hypnosis, NLP, yada yada, EMDR, CBT, hypno-CBT, lots and lots of different modalities. The idea just a few seconds tapping could clear up big problems. It just didn't seem possible. And after some nagging from my friend, I tried TFT on me, and it cured my wasp phobia almost in 30 seconds. Minute max. I was curious about that. There was something that bothered me as well, a little trauma thing that bothered me, and I went and got Callahan's book off the shelf from Waterstones in Oxford Street, read the trauma sequence, tapped it, and collapsed my trauma as well, to the point where I could actually go and stand where this incident happened and feel nothing. It's completely devoid of emotion about it, just nothing.
And how many years had you had this phobia?
I've had the phobia since I was 7 years old, so 34, 35 years.
So people have had phobias for decades, and literally in a few minutes.
Makes no difference. How long does it take to get a phobia? It's like picking up a bag. How long does it take to pick up a bag? Instant. You carry it around for 30 or 40 years. How long does it take to put the bag down? It's instant. Again, it doesn't take it long. People have got to get out of this mentality mindset that you have to go rooting through the bag to find out what's in the bag. Just drop the sodding bag.
It's a nice analogy.
Just put it down. It took you seconds to pick it up. You can put it down instantly too.
So there'll be a lot of people watching this, I'd imagine, that are a little bit cynical, and maybe they've had chronic pain, they've had a phobia.
Good.
Is there something they can literally watch this video and take away right now that will give them something to...
Okay, let's look at pain. With pain, for example, if you've got pain and you're watching this now, just do this. First of all, just to make sure you're not reverse, tap the side of your hand like this, about 20 times. Reasonably hard, like you would tap somebody on the shoulders to get their attention. Sweet. The harder you tap doesn't make it more effective, but just tap. And then tap on this spot here, on the back of the hand behind the little finger and the ring finger knuckle, there's a ridge. This is called the gamut spot. Okay, don't call it the G spot, Roger doesn't like that. And apparently it's not there. So we tap here, and we keep tapping this about 50, 60 times. And once you tap that 50 or 60 times, you then tap on the end of your collarbone, there's like a lump there, just below that. You just tap there, anywhere in that area, or just tap there about 10 times. And then notice what's happened to your pain. It should have either gone completely or diminished radically. If that's happened, then it's a miracle. It's amazing.
Well, fortunately, I didn't have any pain to test that one, Kevin, but if anybody's out there, I highly recommend that you give it a go. And for anyone that wants to take this a step further, Kevin, how would they get in contact with you to go to one of your events?
They can Google me. It's Kevin Laye, Kevin Laye, or you can go on to Solar Events and look at their website. I also work with the NLP Academy and do things with them. Or just contact me directly on the website, and I'll let you know what my schedule is and where I'm going to be and where I'm going to be training.
That's brilliant. And for anyone out there, I'd just like to say I've seen Kevin in action, and he is the real deal. He works very, very quickly and does some magical stuff there on the stage. So Kevin, thank you for joining me for this.
Great.
It's been a pleasure.
Good.
I'm Smith. I turned up today not even knowing who I was coming to see, because a friend invited me, just said you've got to come and see this guy. So in walked Kevin, started doing his thing. TFT, I've never even heard of TFT, and I've been on this personal development journey for quite a while now, about 15 years. Anyway, so I was feeling stressed. I stood up, told him I was feeling stressed. He did a session with me, and I could literally feel the stress falling away from me, like he just turned the glass upside down. It was just pouring away. So anybody that's interested in coming to see this guy, do it. I guarantee it. I'm definitely going to sign up to the course. Thank you.